Hello, welcome back. It is your Loan Depot Ignite Girls with our Wednesday morning coffee talk. This week we have titled our episode as "Don't Fall for It."
Don't fall for what?
AI, but not so much.
What's AI?
So you've probably heard a lot about AI and ChatGPT, and it's probably we just hear about it constantly, right? And it has several amazing uses. It's going to advance technology. It's going to advance us as a society and a world. In immeasurable amounts and ways, but there's also some risks to it as well.
Absolutely. So artificial intelligence, as Lisa mentioned, ChatGPT is a big one that's coming up. But, when you pull up your GPS to drive somewhere, Google Maps, Apple Maps, that's AI. Other uses of AI, we're seeing it in the music industry. There's a lot of good that's coming from it. Alexa. Your Alexa or your Google Assistant or whatever. All of those are examples of how AI is enhancing our lives. But there are also risks that are starting to pop up. Scams, hacks. And we're starting to see that in the real estate world and lending world as well.
Right.
Especially as it becomes more sophisticated.
Yes,
right?
and more prevalent.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we run into probably more often now, we're seeing more wire fraud. And title companies for many years have really tried to make sure that they're educating customers on transferring their money for a closing transaction. Oftentimes these are high dollar transactions, and as the AI gets more sophisticated, there is more
The phishing emails are more sophisticated.
they're more. It's not as easy to see as maybe you would before. The emails look like they're coming from the title company. The phone numbers to call the title company look legit or local, but these have gotten so sophisticated that the person on the other line could be involved in the scam. So this basically brings us back to the basics. Work with local people, work with local lenders, work with local title companies, because that way you are certain that you're able to secure those steps along the way.
Well, it kind of goes back to in our line in banking, there's always been a phrase, know your customer. So it's always been very important to us that we verify the customer, right? We know that we're dealing with that actual person. We verify social security numbers. We do a lot of things to verify that we know who we're lending to. Well, now the consumer needs to do it reverse. Know your lender, know your realtor. And so the way that they can protect themselves is working with a trusted referral source.
Right.
So working with a local lender that's been referred to them by a real estate agent or an attorney or a friend that they know.
So I feel like you know that it's a real person. Yeah. Because especially what's happening right now in the lending world, there's a lot of selling your information that happens. When your credit report is pulled for a mortgage, that information is sold,
or when you click the check rates on a random site.
Absolutely. And you've probably noticed after any of those things happen, you get a million phone calls.
Literally a million.
Yeah. But the thing is, things are so sophisticated now with AI that how do you know the person on the other end of the phone is really a lender?
Right.
And so when you contact somebody that is real in your community, referred by your real estate agent or financial advisor or somebody that you know, then you can be sure that person is
I have an idea.
Person.
Let's do it like we used to do it. Let's meet face to face. You come in my office, we meet you at a coffee shop.
Foolproof.
Yep. And let's sit down and actually build that relationship, know who we're doing business with, and just feel really confident instead of going through the transaction. Because sometimes they're stealing your information, but they might not be using it right now.
Right.
Some of they're so sophisticated, they're stealing it and they're storing it, and you don't know when that's going to come back and be used against you to when you've been compromised. And it could be in a banking way, it could be in a lot of different ways that they use those to scam you. So.
Yeah, right. And bottom line, we love to meet people.
Yeah.
So come in and meet with us.
I love it too when real estate agents come in with their clients.
Yeah.
I love that. So let's do that again too.
So join us next time for our Wednesday morning coffee talk.
Yeah, and if you have any comments, post them, because I think it's a really interesting topic and I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks.
Definitely.
Cheers.